Hello everyone, Stephanie here, Framework Wellness, your seasonal architect, and we are talking about early summer and self-care and wellness. So as I say all the time, wellness is going to look so different for each of us. Even the same person from month to month, year to year, season to season, that wellness might look different. So I'm encouraging you to explore and expand, and this season is no different. If you've seen the video about the energies for the season, you'll know it's all about expression and play and creativity. So guess what our wellness and self-care will be about. All right, first things first, we've been building a lot of really strong foundations this spring. So now that we're in early summer, if you are a little bit more introverted, even if not, right, we're all very busy, I'm going to encourage you to maybe get out if you haven't gotten out in a while. And this, again, is going to look different for everyone, but maybe it's just catching up with that one friend or going to that one event, not something you feel like you should do, because we're working on our shoulds and shouldn'ts, right? We're not doing that. Do you genuinely want to do something? Do you actually miss somebody? Do you miss a place, a thing, a person? Maybe it's worth exploring again. So make an effort to get out again with friends and family, but here's my asterisk as always, we are balancing. We're gonna balance the need to get out and play with the need to still conserve our energy. If we consider summer generally as a nice, big, really intense, vigorous workout, early summer is going to be our warm-up. So with all warm-ups, we're definitely moving again, but let's take it easy. Let's not get too crazy, okay? So how do we explore? Now, if this season all is about play and joy and letting down our boundaries, and again, as adults, I'm gonna guess that most of us have forgotten how to play. Or now that we're adults, play looks very different for us, but a lot of us haven't figured out what that is. There's no time for play. I am busy adulting, right? So here's one prompt you can do. And again, if you journal, this is a great opportunity for you. If you don't journal, get a piece of paper out. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And just consider this. Free flow for a minute. And this doesn't even have to be a piece of paper, honestly. I bet you can imagine this in your head. When you were a child, when you were younger, what do you remember being the most fun that you had? When do you remember yourself being happy? And again, this is potentially very triggering, potentially very confusing. What I'm trying to get at through all of this is finding your old play, your foundational play. You at your most natural self, what did play look like? For a lot of people, it's actually very surprising, right? For me, I had the most fun, and I didn't have a very big closet as a kid, but I would hide in my closet, and my closet was the one place where I could cut out magazine clippings and just put them on the wall, and no one saw it and no one cared about it. So it was my way of expressing myself with my little pictures of animals and stuff like that, and patterns I thought were cool, and little pieces of art from my magazines I'd cut out. And then I got to read in there. So I would take my bed pillow in there and a book and a flashlight, and I would just read by myself. And what I've realized as an adult is having that space, a haven for myself, which again doesn't have to be fancy, but having a haven for myself where I can go and be alone and have quiet and read, or not, just a haven as an adult is important to me. And that's my version of play. That's my version of recharging. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something really active, right? It could surprise you when you do that childhood memory exercise, what comes up and what was fun to you. Riding a bike is another great one. I bet a lot of people resonate with that, right? All right, so we're considering what play looks like. Let's go ahead and also consider that maybe this could also be something where we're expressing ourselves. So maybe it's not physical, because again, we worked on our movement before already, but maybe again, as when you were a kid, in a non-physical manner, what made you happy? Were you the kid that liked building blocks? Were you the kid that liked painting, hiding under things, stacking things, moving things, carting things around, painting, coloring, journaling, collages, even rearranging things? And I know plenty of adults who, when I ask them this question, they're like, I just liked organizing things and having little made up pantries and shopping carts and things like that. So what did I love doing as a kid that I've potentially forgotten about? We're talking a lot this month about a woman who I absolutely adore, Michaela Boehm. She is one of the best people I've found to get in touch with our bodies again, because I know a lot of us are living so externally that we've forgotten how to go internally. We've forgotten what it feels like to be in our own bodies. I'm attaching this video about how to unlock your natural expression, and maybe this will help you come up with some ideas of how you can be creative in your own way. The other thing we can talk about is our daily nervous system reset. So a lot of times, an easy way to get from our external brain back into ourselves is by shaking it out or by being playful. So again, Michaela Boehm, I'm attaching a video on how you can literally shake things from your brain that are stuck that you want to get back into your body. So you're trying to get out of your brain into your body again. She has a really cool technique for doing that I'm also touching here. If you don't really want to do that, even a 30-second dance break, shaking it off, just whatever, getting back into your body is a really great way to actually take care of yourself. It's so quick. And it's, hey, here you are, back in my body here. I'm a real person and I'm being aware of myself, and that's huge. All right, again, with this upper body stuff, maybe a more physical manifestation of this is actually taking care of your wrists and your hands. So learning how to give yourself a hand and wrist massage, you can go look this up, but I would actually encourage you to just intuitively explore. So if you're just sitting there, you're watching TV, or even if you're, I'm attaching another video, Michaela Boehm really gets into this, like when she's on Zoom calls and she's not typing and no one's watching because her hands are down low. She has like her favorite cream and she's just massaging her wrists and her hands. I invite you to do that whenever you want, right? It doesn't have to be with lotion or anything fancy, but just exploring your fingers and your wrists and your hands and what they need. This is such an easy way. You can circle them, you can spread them out, you can sway them, flick them, you can do whatever you want with your wrists and hands. Intuitively explore your wrists and your hands. As part of self-care, if you do want to get a little heavier cream, if you want to moisturize, you can do that at night right before you go to bed. Lastly, we're going to talk about rituals. So this isn't a religious thing. When I talk about rituals, what I mean is doing something mindfully, doing something slowly, paying attention to all of your five senses and slowing yourself down and being in the moment while you perform a task. That is a ritual. So I would invite you to turn something either you already do every day. The dishes, folding laundry are the two main ones, but even just your coffee in the morning, taking time as you're like scooping the grinds, as you're taking the cup and pouring the drink, just really focusing on every aspect. And while you're pouring the drink, watching it, smelling it, feeling the cup get warmer, right? Like turning it into a ritual is just such an amazing way, again, to get back into your body, get back into your senses, reset everything. Great way to take care of yourself. And it's so simple. So my challenge to you, if you accept, is to take something and turn it into a ritual. Slow it down, enjoy it, be in it while it's happening. Another Michaela Boehm video here, all on rituals. But if you want to kind of spice things up, I suggest this is a really great time to wear expressive or vibrant colors. It actually supports your mood and your vitality and your heart. I'm not asking you to change your wardrobe necessarily, and if you already wear bright colors, holler, that's amazing. For us, those of us who have a little more neutral colors, maybe this is a good chance for us, even if it's just the lip gloss that we put on or a ring or a bracelet on our finger. Maybe wearing some brighter colors, brighter shoes, accessorizing things is a really great way to get into the mood, summer energy. So again, in summary, we are retraining our adult selves how to play. What does play look like for you? How do you want to express yourself creatively? Those might be the same thing. Daily nervous system resets. How can you shake it out to get back into your body through quick movement tricks and tips? How can you take care of your wrists and hands this month? They're so important. We use them all the time. Let's go ahead and take care of them properly. Maybe you can turn something into a ritual, something that you do every day already. You can turn into something that's beautiful and slow and controlled. Lastly, if you'd like to add some color into your wardrobe, here's your invitation. Let's get colorful. Thank you guys so much for being with me, and I hope that you get to take care of yourself this season. Remember, pick one, maybe two, let's try one of the above things and really commit to it and make that a part of your wellness routine for early summer. Thanks, guys. See you soon.